Alright, today we're going to do a 2-to-1 mixture of sugar to water. The things you'll need are a scale, preferably digital scale. This one's maximum of 11 pounds. A measuring device to set on top. Sugar. And 2 bowls. I'm doing 5 pounds of water to 10 pounds of sugar. A mixing device. And your pail. So we'll start over here. We'll start and turn the scale on with our measuring device on top. We want it to measure 0. When we take the scale, the pot off, it should measure 5.5 minus for this particular one. Alright, so we'll first add our water. We want 5 pounds of water. That should be pretty close. Alright, give or take, doesn't have to be exactly. And we'll take this right on over to our pot and turn it on to get our hot water, or to get our water boiling. Then we'll take another pot of the same size and weight. It'll be close, but it won't be 0 because I've been doing this quite a few times. And we're going to get 10 pounds of sugar. I will only get 5 pounds in this first weigh-in. Alright, there's our first 5 pounds, and I put it in this smaller container because I cannot get all 10 pounds in there. Get our other 5 pounds. Alright. Then what I do is I take a little bit of this and I'll stick it into the first dump so that we have at least 2/3 sugar into the first dump, 1/3 sugar to the second dump. And while the water is getting ready to boil, we'll stop the camera and come back. Alright, our water is now boiling, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to shut the heat off. A lot of times people will tell you, remove your water from the heat. I do not, because this happens so fast. We want to try and keep it as warm as possible while we're doing our dissolving. So I'll take my 2/3 first, and I'll just dump it all in. And immediately start to stir. And you'll hear that the heat from the burner is still there. You'll hear a little bit of bubbling. That'll go away. That should not hurt the feed itself. Now your first mix is going to be until you can see the bottom, or very close to. And it dissolves very quickly. So once you can see the bottom of your pot, which you should be able to now, then I take this next batch. This is the remaining 1/3, and again, I dump the whole thing in, and I stir this until it gets clear once again. Now your second third, or I should say your last third of sugar will take a little bit longer to dissolve because there's so much sugar. And we'll get that out of there. Because there's so much sugar in the mixture. It's no longer water. That's why I say you want to keep it as hot as you can for as long as possible without scorching your mix. Scorching the mix will actually get the bees sick. Not quite. You should be able to hear when you're scratching your mixing tool along the bottom, you should be able to hear if there's crystals still down there. It's starting to clarify slightly, and most of what you see mixing in there is bubbles. I'm not hearing any more sugar crystals, and I can see the bottom again. So once we do that, get our spoon out of the way, pick it up, and we dump it into our batch. As you can see, I've got 3 pails lined up. I've been kind of busy at this for a little while. And that's it.